Hello, welcome to this class, which is designed to keep you grounding, to keep your feet or your seat on the earth, and to welcome the arrival of autumn. Well, start seated, and for this you might need a brick. I'm currently sitting on one. So get yourself comfortable and close your eyes for the first couple of moments so that we can arrive on our mat. So find the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, the elbows towards the waistline. And take a few breaths here, noticing how you are feeling this morning. Noticing your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. Noticing the rise and the fall of your body. Giving yourself a little bit of time to notice what it's like to inhabit your body right now. Notice the areas that feel good and the areas that perhaps feel not so good, so that when you practice, you can honor your body and only go as far as you feel is comfortable. Take another breath here. On your next inhale, you can open your eyes. Let's take a little movement into our neck here. So take the shoulders right up towards the ears. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, take half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle. And again, inhale. Exhale. Let's take this in the other direction. Inhale. Exhale, complete the circle. One more. When you're ready to slowly bring the gaze back through towards the center, release the shoulders back and down. Let's take the arms out to shoulder height. And from here, with the thumbs pointing towards the front, we're going to inhale, lift the thumbs to turn them back. As we exhale, come back through towards the center and down. So we inhale, we open up all the way into the shoulders. We exhale, we come down. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back through towards the center. We're going to release the hands out to the side. Perhaps take the opposite crossing of the legs. If that suits you, feel free to extend your legs too, or keep only one knee bent. And from here, with the arms out to shoulder height again, we're going to take the left hand down to the floor, the right palm turns up, and let's come into a side bend. So release the bottom shoulder. You open up into the side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back through towards the center and then take the hand out to the side. Let's take the left arm up. Turn the palm facing up towards the ceiling. Lift and over to the side. So we take a few breaths here, relaxing the right shoulder, making sure that both sitting bones are down on the floor. Let's inhale, come back through towards the center and release the arms out to the side. Inhale, lift both arms. Exhale, twist over towards the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist over towards the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more to either side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back through towards the center and bring yourself forward. I'll remove my brick away here. Come forward and take the heels a little further forward so that you've got more of a space, more of a triangle between your pubic bone and your shins. And you release yourself here, just noticing how this affects your hips and your lower back. Inhale, bring the gaze back up through towards the center. Slowly and curl yourself back up. Take the hands behind you. Roll the shoulders back. You can be hands flat or on fists. You can lift your hip this way, or you can press the feet down and lift up into a half or into reverse tabletop. So see what feels right for a couple of breaths. And then release your hips down onto the floor. You're going to extend both legs and then take the left knee in towards the chest. And to start with, take the hand behind the thigh, take the right leg out, and then take some ankles and knee circles. So you rotate both the ankles and the knee and then in the other direction. And then come back through towards the center. You're going to hold the left foot with the right hand, left hand on the knee, and bring the foot across. Try not to allow the foot to sickle, so to come in. You're pressing as if the foot was still on the floor or against a wall. And then you're going to rock your baby. Start with a cuddle in the morning or in the afternoon or the evening, whenever you're doing this. Some of you may be able to bring the foot inside the elbow and give a closer cuddle. And then gently release the leg. Come back to the center with both legs. Take the left leg out, take the right leg in, and behind the thigh, take some ankles and knee rotations. And then in the other direction. And then hold onto the right foot with the left hand and start to rock your baby. Maybe even a little closer in if you can. This may be more difficult on one side than it is on the other. And then let's release. Bring both legs back through towards the center. Take the hands behind you and you're going to bend the left knee and take it over towards the right thigh. And bring the foot in a little bit. So you bring it in as little or as much as you wish, so that you can take this sort of figure of four on the floor. And you might feel that stretch onto the hip here. You could also bring yourself up onto the fingertips and bring yourself in to get access to a little bit more of an intense posture, and that's entirely up to you. Let's extend the right leg forward, left leg extends, and then we'll do this on the other side. So take the right shin across the left thigh, slide the left leg in. And here we stay for a few breaths. Noticing the sitting bones, the seat, down into the floor, the hips opening, the foot on the floor, the big toe, the little toe, the inner heel and the outer heel. And then extend the left leg, release the right leg. Come forward, shake those hands about. Take the flesh away from underneath the buttocks. We're going to inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward. One last time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward. Slowly uncurl yourself back up with the torso. You're going to slide onto your shins to come down onto your hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, drop the chest. Exhale, push the floor around into your spine. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to inhale. As you exhale this time, you're going to tuck the tailbone in and release the shoulders back and the bottom towards the heels, so stretching the lower spine a little bit more. Inhale, bring yourself back into dropping the chest, into your cow. Exhale, into a cat that's going to sit back. Once more. Inhale, come back onto the hands and knees. Place the hands further forward. Tuck the toes, allow the gaze to fall towards the thighs, engage the muscles, and push yourself into a downward facing dog with your knees bent still. So, placement of the hands, you're pressing onto the fleshy part underneath the thumb as well as your knuckles, your fingertips. And then here, see whether you can start to elongate the legs a little bit, so push the thighs towards the hamstrings. Maybe eventually the heels release a little bit more. Some of you might want to walk their dog here, so bending knees after one another as if you were walking on the spot. And then you start to walk your feet towards your hands to come into a forward fold. Feel free to have a break here. Or if you'd rather not let the head hang down, you can take the hands to the shins to about half a tabletop here. Bring your weight a little bit more forward onto the toes to access those hamstrings. And then bend the knees and slowly uncurl yourself back up. And from the top of the mat, let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, come forward and down. Inhale, release the right leg back and the right knee down as you exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. Tuck the back foot, take the front leg back as you inhale into a down dog. Exhale, stay. Inhale, come up onto the toes and forward into a plank or a half a plank and release yourself all the way down into the floor. Inhale into a sphinx. Exhale, stay. Inhale, hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, sit back into your heels. Exhale, lift back into a down dog. Inhale. Exhale, lift the right leg and bring it forward. Inhale, left knee to the floor. Exhale, lift the arms up. Inhale, hands to either side of the front leg. Exhale, back legs comes to the front, crown of the head down. Bend the knee, sweep the floor, hands in towards the chest. And again to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg goes back. Exhale, arms come up. Inhale, hands down to the floor. Tuck the back foot, the front leg goes back into a down dog. Stay. Inhale, forward into a plank. Exhale, release yourself all the way down to the floor. Inhale, forearms, and come into your Sphinx. Hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, sit back into your heels. Lift yourself back into your down dog. As you exhale, the left leg comes forward, knee to the floor. Arms up and down. Back leg steps to the front, crown of the head down, bend the knee, sweep the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Let's do this twice more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Right leg goes back. This time, see if you can place the right foot to the floor and then come up into a high lunge or a warrior one. Hands down to the floor. Front leg goes back into a down dog. Up onto the toes. Forward into a plank. This time, maybe you can float down and then up into either an upward facing dog or you release yourself back into your Sphinx. Come to the down dog. Lift the right leg. Take it forward. Maybe that left foot places itself down onto the floor. The knee can come back to the floor as well. Hands down, back leg to the front, crown of the head down, bend the knee, sweep the floor, hands in towards the chest. One more time to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg goes back and then up into a warrior one or lunge. Hands down, front leg goes back into the down dog. Up onto the toes, forward into a plank or a half a plank. Release yourself, maybe floating yourself up. Down dog. Left leg lifts and comes forward. Back foot to the floor. Hands down. Back leg steps forward. Crown of the head down. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms up. And then hands in towards the chest. Release the hands out to the side. Stay here for a few breaths. Notice the heart rate, the breath flow. Step towards the longer end of the mat. So take yourself to the long end. Wide enough here so that you're nearly into warrior two stance, but you're going to take the heels a little bit more in. Keep the hands to the hips. Roll the thighs out so the knees are tracking a little bit more with the toes, and then you bend the knees so they keep towards the toes at all times. Crown of the head up. You are seated here. You're going to inhale and lift the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale. Exhale, can you take this a little lower down? Aim to keep the torso just above the hips. Inhale again. Exhale. Goddess posture. Can we take two more? Perhaps you stay where you are. Perhaps you come away. Perhaps you go lower down. One more. Well done. Press onto the feet as you inhale. Exhale, release the hands out to the side. Pigeon to the feet back through towards the center. Find yourself in Tadasana, the mountain posture. Big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel. Finding that balance of the soft knees and the shoulders above the hips. Let's take the legs wide again. This time, turning the right toes in and the left toes out. Take the left hand to the thigh and roll it out. Bend the front knee. Find yourself comfortably seated into your hips. Turn the shoulders and the hips facing towards the long line of the mat. Inhale and lift the arms up. Gaze towards the middle finger of the front arm. Take another couple of breaths here into warrior two. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, release the arm over the head into your side angle, pressing the feet down. Inhale, back through towards the center, turn the palm up, release into your reverse warrior or moon warrior. Inhale to the center, exhale. Inhale to the center, moon warrior. Inhale to the center, side angle. Inhale to the center, reverse warrior. Inhale to the center, come back, hands to the hip, straighten the front leg. Feet parallel, you're going to walk to step to jump those legs together. Weight onto the right leg, turn the toes of the left foot and the knee out to the side. Bend the right knee here, slide the left leg in. Inhale, lift the arms up, exhale, hands in towards the chest. So you sit here. Perhaps you can stay here, or perhaps you can hinge forward, push your bottom back, come down into resting your forearms onto the shelf that your shin has made, and maybe you're rocking your baby, perhaps not rocking the baby here, just holding it. Crown of the head down. Some people might find that the fingertips to the floor is a bit more comfortable. Stay here for another 2 breaths. And then inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, hands in towards the chest and release the leg down. Good, take the legs a little bit wide and then we're going to swing from side to side. Come back to the center, take your legs wide again. Turn the left toes in and the right toes out. Roll the right thigh out, bend the front knee, get yourself comfortable into your feet. Big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel. Shoulders and hips align towards the long end of the mat. Lift the arms, relax the shoulders, gaze towards the middle finger of the front arm. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Inhale, hinge forward, exhale, side angle. Inhale, back through towards the center, turn, reverse warrior. Inhale to the center, exhale. Inhale to the center, reverse warrior. Inhale to the center. Inhale back through towards the center. Hands to the hip, straighten the front leg, feet parallel. Walk, step, jump the legs back together. Weight onto the left foot. Come up onto the toes of the right leg. Open the knee out to the side. Bend the left knee and slide the right shin across the thigh. Inhale and lift the arms up. Exhale, you're going to come either staying here or coming forward and releasing yourself. You can allow the tuck to chin here, the tuck to chin, or even the chin to tuck. Two more breaths. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, release the legs, hands in towards the chest. Take the arms out to the side. Find yourself in Tadasana, the mountain posture. Big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel, grounded. Have a brick perhaps at the top of your mat for a little bit of a visual help or a natural physical support. Take the legs wide again. Here, right toes come in, left toes come out. We're going to come into the warrior two here. Then release the hands to the hips and then come up onto the balls of the foot, of the back foot, and then slide that leg in as we take the left knee forward. So we can stay here and take the arms out, or we can start to lift and perhaps either looking down, taking the hand to the brick for support, and then releasing, bending the front knee, coming back into the warrior two. Straighten the front leg, feet parallel, and you're going to take this to the other side. Take the legs wide again. Turn the left toes in and the right toes out. Warrior two. Come up onto the balls of the left foot. Start to bring the back leg a little bit more forward. See how you feel balance-wise, and then maybe bring yourself up into your half moon. Extend the spine, extend the leg, lengthen the tailbone, lift the arm. Bend the front knee, release yourself back into the warrior two. Well done, release the hands down. Extend the front leg, have the feet parallel. You're going to walk those legs a little bit more in, about halfway through. For those of you that suffer with knee issues, you might want to do this against a wall where you'd slide yourself down. Eventually we'll be coming down to the floor. Some of you might find that one brick or two is helpful for this. As we have the toes out and the heels in, inhale and lift the arms up. Exhale, come into Malasana, your garland posture. Some find that if they perhaps place a couple of bricks underneath here, they find that this is quite a helpful support for their knees, and they can still bring themselves inside here. So whichever option is appropriate for you. Try to press the upper arm into the legs, and the fingertips are pointing towards your chin. Stay here for a few breaths, noticing how this feels in your body. Inhale, gaze back towards the front. Release the hands down to the floor. Take away your supports if you have any. Take the hands behind you and come down onto your bottoms. If you've been doing this to the wall, come and join on the floor. Well done. From this, feet press down gently, slowly, and curl yourself vertebra by vertebra all the way down. Take the arms out a little bit wider than the shoulders, and maybe a little bit wider, than they were before, all the way up to shoulder height. Bring those heels in a little bit more if you can. Inhale, as you exhale, bring the knees over towards the left and the gaze over to the right. Inhale back through towards the center, and the knees to the right, nose to the left. Nose and knees to center, and in the opposite direction. To the center, as you inhale, knees to the right, nose to the left. Once more to the center, knees to the left, nose to the right. To the center, and then over to the other side. Come back through towards the center here. Bring the arms a little closer to the side of the body. Have your brick at hand, maybe one or two. Press onto the feet and bring those bricks under your pelvis so that you can come into a supported bridge here, allowing the front of the hips to open. Some people might feel comfortable to come into a fully extended bridge. Make sure that your brick, if you have brick or block or cushions, they can be, you know, at different width, etc. But make sure that you're supporting your sitting bones, and that if you have a brick, it's under your hip crest here. Let's take one more breath here. You are welcome to stay here if you wish, but if you'd like to come into Shavasana, press your feet, lengthen the tailbone, engage your core, squeeze your glute to lift and release those supports, and then release the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, and the buttocks. Find yourself on the floor. Maybe you wish to extend the legs. And let's observe now how the legs feel after those standing postures connecting us with the earth. Notice the release of the back of the body into the floor. Soften slowly with time and breath. Soften inward. When you feel ready, start to wiggle the toes and the fingertips. Bring the heels one at a time into the floor. Once more here, feel the connection of the feet to the floor, to the earth. Roll yourself onto one side, supporting your head. Open your eyes and allow the gaze to focus. Press the top hand down to the floor. Bring yourself back into a comfortable seated posture. Take a breath or two here to notice how you are feeling right now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale loudly through the mouth. 2 more. Let's take one more breath. Release the thumbs to the forehead for kind thoughts towards yourself and others. To your lips for kind words towards yourself and others. And your heart for kind actions towards yourself and others. I salute you. Enjoy autumn. Namaste.